Lions TV fan prediction and post manager reaction to first of all the Leeds game for Saturday and the gaffer resigning. I think we'll go back to the prediction, but first off, just say with everything that's going on, I was originally going to say it'd be an interesting one. We always seem to do well against Leeds, regardless of what's going on. It'd be a full house, and I would have thought, maybe 1-1 or nick a 2-1 win. Unless they scored first, and we could have got, ran all over 4 or 5. But we get back to that because of circumstances. Obviously, everyone knows the gaffer's resigned tonight. He's gone. Harris out Brigade got their wish. I just want to put a record. If you look at my videos, you know that I'm always reluctant to say that. I always thought it'd get more time. It was getting boring. It was getting like there was a lack of ideas. We weren't going any further. We weren't improving. Players were actually getting worse under his stewardship, and unfortunately something had to change. And he's done the manly thing, the gentlemanly thing. He's walked. No, I'm not happy about it, because it's the fairy tale would have been he took us to the promised land. And he leaves. I feel this club as he walked in that door after Hollowhead got sacked. He walked in as a legend. He stabilised the club in our time of need. He walks out as a legend. 2 trips to Wembley, 2 quarter-finals. Everyone knows the story. We got promoted 3 years in the Championship now. Well done. Doff my hat to you, Gaffer. But it did need to change. From last year, you had the summer. Summer cleared the decks, new players in. Football's just remained the same. And he couldn't turn it around. He took us as far as he could. And it was, I think, last night. Obviously, it was not nice to hear watching on TV what was going on in the crowd. So I don't know if that had anything, or maybe the Southend chairman's got in his ear and said, "Look, I'm going to appoint someone by Friday unless you want it," because by all accounts it was out of the blue. Him resigning today, took training as usual, and that was it. Went upstairs and there's the resignation. But what next? As I said, like the early favourites, Mick McCarthy and Pulis. Can't see that happening. McCarthy's not going to leave Ireland for us. Although the irony of him leaving Ireland for us after the flip reverse of what happened back in the early 90s, 94, I think it was, would have been hilarious. Pulis, would he come for that money? It'll be hoofball again, but more successful hoofball, bit more tactical now. But we will be, again, groaning at certain stages. My personal 2 choices were Rowett and Houghton, who seem to be now the front runners. Houghton took over after we beat Brighton 1-0 a couple of years ago on the box, and they went and got Houghton, and then a few years later they're in the Premier League and stabilised themselves. So it'd be a great idea to get him. Rowett, raw deal at Derby and Birmingham. Didn't quite take to Stoke, but they are a sinking ship at the moment, and even a bright young manager with good ideas can't turn them round. I think personally it's a great time for the gaffer to go. He's done really well. He can leave with appreciation and respect, but it gives a new manager, first of all, a few months to really figure out who he fancies in our club without having to clear the entire decks. And then in January he can go, right, I'm going to keep this lot, I'm going to move this lot on and get my own players in. So gives them a little bit of both worlds. As for Saturday, because of that, could be a shot in the arm to the players that come out and really go for it, release the shackles, and we could really do a good turn in and win 2-0. We could also, again, concede early and get absolutely ruined, but let's go for the safe bet. 1-1. Come on, you Lions.